Hello, I'm in Mexico. Yeah, I'm in Mexico now. I know. It was LA, then Toronto, now it's Mexico. Just keep up if you can. As you can tell, my voice is sexy, it's hoarse, it's mysterious. It's because every day for the last, I'm going to say 5 days, I've been drinking and I think I've had one strawberry. I think I had a strawberry about 2 days ago. So my health isn't currently at an all-time high. Let's be really frank. Currently feeling that. When I was in Toronto, I was really doing up Pilates baddie. I was doing up healthy eating, salads, yum. Actually, no, I had a salad the other day. We had a salad the other day. But that was a while ago and that was one salad. Anyway, so currently going through it, I feel like this whole trip it's taken me out of my routine. My routine is pretty strict at home, eating and like actual activity. I wake up 8 a.m. I have a tiny little bit of pre-workout because obviously we know that it's like crack cocaine to me. Have a tiny bit of pre-workout, go to the gym, work out. After the gym, I come back and have my first meal of the day, which is usually a high protein, like a Greek yogurt, maybe a couple of boiled eggs and a Greek yogurt, maybe a protein shake. Then after that, I do my work. Then I have my lunch. It's all very routine. And since being away for, what is it now? 3 weeks? It's 3 weeks. I've been away for exactly 3 weeks. I've been away from my home and I am very, very, very excited to go home. I don't know how people backpack. I don't know how people pissing backpack. I don't know how they just say, oh, do you know what? I'm going to backpack around this country and I'm going to survive off only the things within this backpack and I'm going to meet new people every single time. I'm not going to know where I'm sleeping. I don't understand how they do it. I don't understand how they do it. And if you've done it, you're insane. You're mentally insane because what do you mean? So, yeah, I feel as though I've been backpacking because I've been every which way, but I am excited to come home, but I'm also grateful for the fact that I am able to do that. Not a lot of people can do that with work restrictions, with the fact that they have dependents at home. I'm a young single girl with quite a free job, so I will never lose sight of the fact that that is incredible. Anyway, sorry, don't mean to brag. Sorry, I feel as though that's just me. Anyway, I don't give a piss. Today's show, we are going to talk about, because I kind of actually just thought about it just now. Whilst I've been in Mexico, obviously, I'm in bikinis every day. And when I first put on a bikini on the first day we got here, I was like, a bit concerned because, well, 2 points. First point, because I haven't had my regular gym and eating routine since being away, someone's put on a bit of weight. And second point, I'm also on holiday with 2 petite girls. So that's also something I'm working on. So we're going to talk about that. Today we're going to talk about body image and how to stop being a stupid little girl. Shall we? I think we should. Episode 10 of Ayame.P Trust, isn't it? Episode 10. You know where to find it now. Do you know what? I realised that I've been telling you where to find it and you're actually listening to it when I'm telling you. So you know where to find it. But if you want to watch it visually, you can do so on my YouTube, Ayame.P. Do you know what? Let me just say, it's also on Spotify and Apple. I might as well just get that out there. Oh, God. Let's just get on with the show then, shall we? Yeah. Right, we'll start off with a little story time then, shall we? The other day, do you know what? It wasn't even when I put on a bikini. I put on a dress. Because the first day we got here, my memory is actually hell because First day we got here was very chill. We chilled that night. Second day was actually quite rainy. In fact, it rained all day. So we were kind of just chilling inside again. But that night we went out and I put on an evening outfit and I wasn't keen on it, I'll be honest, because it was an outfit that I'd worn maybe 2 months ago, but this time I just filled it out a tiny bit more. And with the whole compare and despair, because you know how they say comparison is the thief of joy. It is. It truly is. Because I put on that dress and I thought to myself, I'm going to go out on the town with these two beautiful girls that are a lot smaller than I am. And I am going to look like the big one of the group. And I don't want to look like I don't want to be coined the big one of the group. Do you know what I mean? And I was just starting to feel terrible actually, in the dress, looking at where it filled out more, filled out less, because my bum's also gone down since I haven't been eating a good amount of protein, which I'll say, in this 2024, I have never prioritized protein more in my life than this 2024. If you are, this is just a side note, if you're in the gym, you're working out, and you're thinking, I'm not noticing much, I'm not really, protein. If you at some point are hungry throughout the day and you have a little snack, but it's just something that's kind of, not that crazy, it's like a bit of fruit, that's nice, great, fun, but it doesn't fill you up, protein. I am telling you, the changes I have seen. Okay, there's a dog somewhere in this. What's going on? The changes I've seen in everything just from prioritizing protein, crazy. But since being away, I haven't had the same amount of protein as I've had at home, because at home I have multiple protein shakes. I have my big bloody bit of chicken breast, but as we know, when I was in LA, I had a bit of chicken and shat myself. Long story short, was wearing the dress and I thought, whoa, not the way I want to go. Wow. So I took it off and wore something a bit looser. And for the days after that, I was also feeling kind of the same thing until yesterday. I forced myself to do what I've told you all to do when you're feeling a little bit, I don't like this. I put on my swimsuit and I looked at myself and I stared at myself in the mirror, and I forced myself to stare at myself in the mirror, and I told myself, what do you like that you're seeing, Ayame? Similar to that Love Island, like, what's important to you, or whatever Toby says. And George is like, I love my long hair, I love my eyes. And really he's like, no, just actual substantial things, please. Anyway, looked at myself in the mirror and I forced myself to list out all the things I really like about my body, not my face, because as we know, my face card constantly well funded. I never have insufficient funds on this here, bitch. Never. But my body, no. And my body neither, but and I was thinking, again, because we as women are just given so many different, and it's not until, it's like that whole monologue that they went to in Barbie that America Ferrera did at the end. It's like, you have to be this, but not this, because that's too much. Or how about this? And then this. We've got so many standards to basically follow as women. And it's absolutely sickening. And I said to myself at the beach yesterday, I'm not doing that, actually. I've just clued up onto the fact that, wow, I'm literally, what? I'm not doing that. So anyway, stood and stared at myself, and I thought, oh, you've got lovely legs, you've got lovely arms. I love how your shoulders are quite broad. It's very elegant. Did all that. And I said to myself, there are people that pray for your body. You may look at other people and really wish to have their body. Really, really look at other people and think, oh, God, I'd love to have their body. But there is always someone that would look at you with that same thought process. Someone will look at me and wish they had my body. And I will look at someone and wish I had their body. And they will look at someone and wish they had their body. It's this whole constant chasing and comparison, that is just, why am I doing it? Because I'm still Leng. I'm still a sexy babe. I'm still a sexy babe. I can still grab a guy if I need to. Why am I saying, oh, because I'm out with petite girls? Okay, I'm not petite. I'll never pissing be petite. Do you know why? Because my mum's never been petite. And my grandma's never been petite. Actually, my grandma on my mum's side has actually been petite. But my grandma on my dad's side hasn't. It's not in my structure. I can do as much. I can push my body to its absolute limits and look one way, but I'll never look like someone else because they look like them and I look like me. And the real thing I have to do is not say, oh, I've got to cut down this because I don't want to put on weight there and this. The real thing I have to work on is knowing that this is my body and I will have it until my dying day. So why the piss am I going to make out like it's a terrible thing to have? Because it's not. It's not. It functions well. I have great skin. And you know what the thing as well? There's this, sometimes I get DMs, because I read my DMs, I hope you know. I read them. I don't reply to all of them, because some of them are weird. But I read my DMs, and there's some that I get that are like, or comments even, where it's like, oh, so glad to see someone with, you know, I've also got broad shoulders. So glad to see someone with broad shoulders, you know, also, you know, repping, because I hate my shoulders. Thank you. Change the way you structure that sentence, guys, please. But yeah, well, I feel like I've gone off. I feel like I've gone on my tangents again. Long story short, this is my body. I'm going to pissing have it for the rest of my life. I might as well love it. Do you know what I mean? I might as well show her some love. What is the use in me saying, oh, disgusting, you've put on weight here, disgusting, you're so lazy, you look like this, you should look like this. If only you got up at this time and stopped eating that so that you look like this. Go. Stop being a stupid bitch. Your body is there to serve you. Your body is cute, regardless of whether you have more chub there, less chub there. It is cute because it is yours and you make it your own. This is me speaking to me through this mic. But that's the conversation I had with myself. And then what did I do? I went to the beach in a thong and I got burnt. Yeah, I'm burnt. I'm burnt right now. You can't really tell, but my back right now is a little bit singed. You can tell. My back right now is a teensy bit singed, which isn't ideal. Wear your sun cream. And I know some people are like, oh, you're half black. How do you get burnt? Shut up, you stupid. Shut up. Literally, stop being so dumb. Black people get burnt. I remember my dad, when we went to Grenada, did the same thing. Didn't wear sun cream because he was like, yeah. But his skin wasn't used to the sun because he is from London, born and bred, even though he is a black man. And he got burnt. He looked like a red tomato. And I said, ha, you thought because you had more melanin than me that you would be saved. Well, no, it's not. It's not saving you, though. But no, they say that you have up to 5 burns in your year, like 5 serious burns in your life before it turns cancerous. So guys, wear your sunscreen. Also, wear your sunscreen on your face. It's all well and nice having a face tan. My face is tanned right now, but I was 50 all day yesterday. You can still tan through your sunscreen, but it's better to have a minimal tan and nice skin the older you get than black tan and then wrinkles, especially for my lighter babes, okay? This is speaking to the lighter babes. Because black people's melanin will save them. Anyway, that is my first section. I don't really know if I actually was saying anything, just other than the tactic of if I'm ever feeling low or feeling a bit self-conscious, I throw myself into the deep end. I think it's the best thing to do, personally, of looking at yourself in the mirror and forcing yourself to say things that you like. You start off on that positive train and the train just continues to chug. You start off building on things that you like about yourself instead of looking at the mirror and saying, oh God, change it. I do like this though. I'm not crazy about that, but I do like that you have this. And so your focus is shifted away from the negative and into the positive. Your focus is shifted away from thinking, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, to I like this, I like this, I like this. Positive mind. And I know that sounds happy clappy, snappy wappy, but positive mind will always set you off on a good pace. Anyway, let's move on to Dear Ayame, because that is, I guess, everyone's favorite. We love to, because recently I've been getting all the children in my Dear Ayame messages, and we love to just tell children, stop being silly. We as older women, I'm going to speak to you older women, for any of the children listening right now, stop being stupid, but the older women, we just love to look at children and think, oh, you've got so much to come. You've got so much to come. Yeah. Dear Ayame, here we go. Now again, this one's going to be a mix of ones, because there's ones that I've seen that about body image, which keys into what I'm saying. But there's also ones that I'm seeing about birthdays. And my birthday was last week. And no, we're not going to forget about it. Not until the end of Feb. My birthday lasts until the end of Feb, personally. We're still celebrating. So let's start with the first one about birthdays, because I've seen this. She has the same birthday as me. Dear Ayame, this Tuesday, February 13th, my birthday, is my birthday. And I'm just so honored to share with such a queen like you. You should be. You should be. You're lucky I accepted that you have the same birthday as me, because usually I don't like it. And almost all my circle posted Instagram stories with me for it, which I'm very thankful of. Still, I couldn't help but think about last year when none of them posted anything for my birthday. I received DMs from them though, but I still felt kind of sad that even though not everyone in my friend group posted for each and every single other person within our circle, I was the only one who got 0 stories posted last year. Maybe it's a bit materialistic to expect a specific thing from them, but this really added to my struggle with feeling part of the friend group for almost 2 years now. Even though I'm showed affection in many other ways, I still feel like all of them have stronger friendships between them more than me. And they will. I always do my little, because, no, they will. That's how all friendship groups work. In fact, specifically in my friendship group, my friendship group that I've had since I was about, let's say 15 as a minimum, maybe 14, 13. But I've met them throughout the years, like from age 11 to age 2. Anyway, my friendship group, there are specific people that are closer with each other. We all come together as a group when it comes to events, having fun, But there are specific people in the group that are closer than others. And over time that has changed. It used to be certain people closer than others. Now it's other people closer than others, because people work in that way. You as a singular will not be able to get on with every single person in the same way you can with others. There are specific personalities that just click. They just click. So there may be one person in your friendship group that you're really, every time you see them, it's jokes. And there may be one person that it takes a bit more time for the jokes to come, or the jokes don't always hit. You know what I mean? Because everyone's different. In addition to that, the reason why the groups or the duos that say change is because people change. So over time, there may be a duo within that group that are close, but over time, one of them starts to change a bit and lean towards a specific priority, a specific personality that aligns more with you, and then they may be closer with you. That's just how friendship groups work. As for the stories, personally, I don't care about people posting me on my stories. I care about messages. In fact, to the point where if you post me on your story for my birthday, but you haven't said happy birthday specifically to me, stories are for ego, for anything. And again, I presume you're quite young because this annoys you. But stories and posting someone on stories for your birthday is purely for ego, because you're not really saying happy birthday to the person. You're saying happy birthday for everyone to see to the person. Do you know what I mean? And that's why you should really be happy that you've had these messages specifically, because stories don't matter. In the sense that they've posted other people as opposed to posting you, they may just not be as close with you as you think they are. And that will change. That will grow over time for sure if you stick being friends with them and things go well. But it is what it is. You still have a friendship group and you still have friends. And judging by how you've written, I presume you're young, You will meet more people. You'll find people that you just immediately click with. There's no period of, oh, awkward. It's just da-da-da. And I personally don't post people on my stories. I never post people unless I'm with them on the day we're at dinner, and I'll say happy birthday because I'm posting the dinner while I'm there. Other than that, I will not post a collage of pictures with someone saying happy birthday on my story, because it's very just, it's for ego. It's for me to show people, oh, look, it's someone I love and it's their birthday. But I'd rather just direct that to the person and say, you are someone I love and it's your birthday. Happy birthday. I wish you all of the da da da. So yeah, I mean, I understand why you're feeling a bit, but it's not that deep, my sweets. It's not that deep at all. As long as you had people that actually wished you a happy birthday and wished you, you know, goodness and happiness and success, then that's all that matters, really. Whether they posted you on their story or not. You know? Next one. Dear Ayame, I'm having trouble with letting myself go, as in being more open with people, honest and easygoing. Honest? Do you mean authentic, or do you actually mean you lie? You know, less of a timid bitch, she says. You mentioned in one of your podcasts that you were once also insecure, and I was wondering if you have any tips on overcoming this kind of insecure part of oneself. Also love the podcast. You will always put a smile on my face. Thank you, baby. When I was I've been insecure in many different ways. Insecure in a I guess body image sense, as I spoke about, but also insecure as I thought that no one liked me. And that was mainly because I had an ex that pretty much reiterated that to me constantly and told me that no one liked me. Oh, we've had a great run, haven't we? We've had a great life of hell. No, so I always, whenever meeting people, when I'm younger, I'm going to say, and sometimes it kind of seeps back in now that meeting new people, I would always put on my best behavior and not really be my authentic self, because I'd be like, no, don't do that. Don't do those behaviors because people don't like that. People don't like that. People won't like you. And then I guess it's very much a reminder, and the more life goes on, the more you remind yourself, and the more that reminder becomes just built in, that you don't like everyone. You do not like everyone. So why do you expect everyone to like you? There are personalities that you absolutely, some people think are hilarious, fun, ha ha ha, he he he, and you find draining, annoying, agitating actually. So if there's people that you already clash with without them actually having offended you, why do you think that you're going to be able to get through this life without clashing with someone? You know, going out and being more open with people, honest and easygoing, it's also a part of being more accepting of yourself and saying, this is me, this is real, this is me, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now. That, you know what I mean? Just knowing that you are you and you like being you is also something to work on when meeting new people and being honest and easygoing and open. I always, if you ever get like anxious whenever I'm so for example, whenever I go to events by myself, because sometimes I'll go to like PR events and I won't know anyone. I always set myself the one goal of speak to one person at this event, just one. You don't have to go to this event and be bloody talk of the town, social butterfly, running around knowing everyone. Just talk to one person, introduce yourself, or say something funny about something, comment on something within earshot of them, and what was your name again? Kind of thing. Just one. You don't need to do the whole pissing party. And that, once you know that after you've got your one, and after you've spoken to your one, you know that you're fine because you've spoken to that one, and it kind of dominoes from there. So yeah, I mean, letting myself go, love yourself more, I'd say, is the main thing. Which again, I feel like that's the answer to everything, because it is. It truly is. Being less of a timid bitch. You sound funny. So I would just, but at the same time, here's the thing as well. Here's another thing, and I'm just going to absolutely change it completely and say, but on the other hand, my best friend, again, every episode gets a mention of her, and I'm getting sick and tired of it, actually, because I know she's going to listen to this and think, oh, you can't live without me. I can't, but she's going to listen to it and be like, oh God, stop talking about me. You're so obsessed. My best friend is timid. She as a person is quiet. She is shy. She is not outgoing unless she's got a bloody wine in her. And years ago, I thought, oh, why can't you just be a bit more? That's not her. And if you are a timid person and that's how you are, that's how you are. Stop beating yourself up for the fact that you're not something else. You are you. You are timid. You are shy. It takes a while for someone to kind of open up that shyness before they get the full blooming flower. Do you know what I mean? And accept that. There's this whole thing that we have to change. Be like this. Again, comparison. It's the thief of joy. You're probably comparing yourself to people that aren't as timid. You are timid. Be happy that you are timid. You're a little mouse. And that's okay. Because some people, after nights out, for example, me, if I'm with a whole load of people and I'm being rambunctious, do you know what I mean? I'll come home and be like, oh, regret. I should just be quieter. Well, if only I was just more quiet and mysterious and just da-da-da. People always compare themselves and want to be the opposite. Be happy that you are just... But at the same time, if you want to kind of combat that just a slightly tiny bit, then talk to one person each time you go out. Being easygoing and, I guess, honest, loving yourself. Those are my 2 points. Again, I feel like I'm not really making sense. I am quite hungry, and also I got burnt yesterday, so I'm dehydrated. Next one. Dear Ayame. I'm going to assume you just got it the wrong way round. Ayame. It's Ayame. I've been following you for a while, but only listened to your podcast late. Okay, do you respect me? Do you respect me? You said my name wrong, and you said I've been following you for a while, but only listen to your podcast. Sorry, only listen to your podcast now. I'm late. I'm sorry. Piss you! Woo. My husband, 33, male, and I, 29, female, just made the big move from South Africa to Ireland. What a jump. Piss me. The beginning of this year. He received an amazing opportunity for work, and it's always been on our cards to move abroad and start our family elsewhere. Naturally, I left my job. I was an HR administrator in the manufacturing industry and really loved the safe space I was in career-wise. When we heard about possible prospects of moving here, I made sure that there were opportunities for me as well, and there was. I was so excited when we heard the news that I focused all my energy on getting us settled on this side and being in a new space and finding our feet, etc. But I didn't exactly think about what I'd be doing with time when I got here. We had the conversations before we made the move and decided that we could afford for me to take about a month and a bit off before I start looking for work with some money we both put away and the single salary hubby received. So he's banking, is he? He's getting that bread, is he? You're becoming a Pilates babe, are you? Getting coffee for a job. I've always been a creative, but my last HR position was draining. And I focused on working and studying and just exist in routine of corporate life. Also, my confidence took a big knock when I went down a shitty rabbit hole in the pandemic and didn't make it very easy, but I played the part. This is a very long one. I've always been busy and find it extremely hard to just sit and read a book, write, or just frickin' relax. I started a blog a few years ago and had so many ideas about the layout of my site and concepts and. There's more. It's winter in Ireland. And it's cold. And wet. Weather that I love. What? But for some reason, the skies just felt greyer these last few days. I've spoken to hubby and my closest friend, and they understand how I'm feeling, but I just feel like the battle is internal. I'm someone that enjoys wallowing in weird, dark things, but at the same time, I know if I stay there too long, I start feeling depressed. Where are we going with this? I'm extremely happy to be here and start this new journey, but I can't go outside much because it's just raining most days, just to explore the beautiful place we moved to. I know what I have to do is get out of this funky feeling, but it's sometimes so hard. Seeing your Instagram posts of your days in LA just inspired me to go revisit to blog. I don't have much to write about now, but I'm starting the design because, I don't have a question. I just wanted to say thank you. Right. This is the reason why I need to read them beforehand. I like to read them as we're all reading them because I like to have my actual genuine reaction. You pissing, you've said my name wrong, right? You said my name wrong. You said you'd listen to the podcast, only now you're late. You've written into the Dear Ayame section without a question. You can piss. You and your little Irishness can piss. Oh, you've caught me at a bad time now. I'm hungry. You're gonna feel a bit down because one, even though you may like the cold and wet, you're also lacking in vitamin D. Being an island, coming from somewhere like South Africa where your vitamin D was at full bars all the time, you are now lacking in vitamin D. So naturally, your zest for life will go down. I would recommend taking vitamin D supplements. I would recommend going for walks, even though it's rainy. You like the rain. If you like the rain, go for walks. And yeah, do something. Don't just sit at home and do nothing just because your husband is bringing home the bacon. That's nice, that's lovely, but do what you enjoy. If it's the blog, do the blog. If you want to start a vlog. Or maybe do something else if you've always been a creative. Things here and there. But you didn't ask for my opinion, did you? You didn't ask for a question. You just wanted to talk about you. You just wanted to talk about you. I hope you feel better. Itch. No, I do. But you will naturally feel better when it gets sunnier. Trust me. Because again, your vitamin D currently minus levels. So you just need to build that back up. Right. This is a pissing question. Dear Ayame, I'm a ballet dancer and my New Year's resolution was to do my stretches and exercises every day. And recently I've had no willpower. How do I fix that? That's the question. Where are you setting up to do your stretches? Do you have to do your stretches like outside? Do you have to go somewhere to do your stretches? The easiest way to stick to a resolution or agreement you have with yourself is to make it as easy as possible. If it is, for example, doing stretches while you're brushing your teeth, easy because you're already brushing your teeth. If you have to go out of your way, get ready to go to a studio to go and do stretches, it's not going to be as fun to do, nor is it going to be as easy to do because you have to piss and go somewhere to do it. Do you know what I mean? So make that resolution as easy as possible and then you will do it. Trust me. That's my answer. Okay. Now this one, again, all I saw was eating habits and disorders. And all I'm going to say is I'm not a health professional when it comes to eating disorders at all. I've had no training on it. So please also seek help. Anyway, dear Ayame, I'm having a hard time loving myself, so to speak. I have my problems with eating habits and disorders, and I'm getting help for it. I just struggle a lot with feeling like I will never get better mentally and physically. Like I will always hate the way I look. I always hate the fact that because of my constant fluctuations in weight, I'm left with so many scars, cellulite and stretch marks all over my body. I'm really young and feel like it's such a shame to have my body scarred and be at an unhealthy weight. What do I do? P.S. I know I just said a lot of things at once, but this is something I truly don't feel comfortable discussing with anyone but you. Oh, that makes me really want to cry. I'm really interested in hearing what you have to say. Love you. I have stretch marks. I have stretch marks, I have cellulite, I have scars all over my body. It is almost unnatural for you not to because your body changes. Cellulite is so normal to have. So normal to have. It is not a sign of you being unhealthy in any which way, nor are stretch marks. You being young and having stretch marks, also not really a sign that there's a problem. I was 16, I think, when I had stretch marks. I had stretch marks on my ass and I had stretch marks on my chest. It's just a sign of your body growing a bit too quickly. And that's what it is. That is all it is. And women have them. Do not convince yourself that they do not. Do not convince themselves that you're too young to have them. Obviously, if you're bloody 11, then yeah, no. Because your body should be growing hella quick. But when women go through puberty, their body grows. Wah. You wake up, tits. Oh! Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Your body grows. And that is just a sign that your body has grown. And if it grows, it grows. Just like a flower. Struggle a lot with feeling like you'll never get... The one thing that kind of spoke to me, that was highlighted to me in the way you've written is that it's all badness, sadness, madness. For example, I struggle a lot with feeling like I will never get better mentally and physically. You're already setting yourself up. You've already put that belief into your head. I will never get better mentally and physically. So you've already accepted that. Change it. Like I will always hate the way I look. You've already set yourself up that. You already set yourself, what? Huh? You've already set yourself up for that, sorry. Hate the way you look. Always also hate the fact that because of my constant fluctuations, hate, never. Always going to be negative. Do you see this? Do you see what I'm saying here? That in the way you've written, I'm really young and feel like it's such a shame to have my body always scarred. Flip the way you speak about things. And I promise you, it will flip it completely. You have already told yourself, I feel like I will never get better mentally. So you are technically convincing yourself that you never will. And then you never will. Because you haven't given yourself that opportunity to. Of course you will get better mentally and physically. Mentally, your body and your mind constantly moves. And it's not linear. It is constantly up, down. The way that you view yourself, the happiness that you feel, the way your body looks, constantly changes. Your body does not stay the same. Unfortunately, because the way life goes and the way we wake up, day 1, day 2, day 3, we can't tell that our body is changing a lot constantly and that there is a pattern because we're only in the moment that we're in right now. So we can't see the pattern until we have enough to look back on and see the pattern. Do you know what I mean? Until you are able to look like me. Again, it's not even a lot of time, but me at 27, I can look back at pictures of me here. And my body is constantly like this. And so I know my body will always be like this. Always. You will, of course, get better mentally and physically if that's what you want to do. If you want to be more active, then you will be more active. If you believe that you will be more active, then of course you will be more active. If you will believe that you will look at yourself in a different light, in a more positive light, then you will. If you tell yourself that you feel like you will never get better, then you won't. Change the way in which you are speaking. That is my first point. Because again, hating the way you look, it serves no purpose other than it affects no one other than you. No one benefits from it. No one. Why don't you just work to benefit? Do you know what I mean? And you're young. You are young. If you have things that you want to change, then do you know what you can do? You can just change them. Yeah. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you ruined it. Sorry, guys. As you can see, you're actually in frame. As you can see, my podcast has been interrupted. I was actually telling a girl to stop hating her body. You're throwing me off. Change the way in which you speak. Oh, you're going to the cafe? Do you want us to wait for you to the cafe? Please. Right. I'll be 2 minutes. Stop hating yourself, okay? Anyway, as you can see, that this interruption is, I want to go and get breakfast. This has been episode 10. Love you all. Have a great day. No, stop hating yourself because it really is no point. Your body will change. You will have cellulite. I have cellulite, sorry. I have stretch marks. There are moments I hate my body. There are moments I love my body. It happens. Stop wasting your life on it. One more addendum to what I was saying before. If you are incredibly unhappy and you do want to lose a little bit of healthy weight, then do so. But you will never do so if you start with hate. Like if you start with, I hate my body, I hate this is disgusting, you won't get far, I promise you. If you start with, I love this and this is why, because I really want to love myself and I want to be positive and happy, then you will. You will always get more from positivity than you will from negativity. And that is my addendum. Anyway, Okay, love you again. Bye. Bye.